Hello, welcome in. If you are here, you're stepping into your highest timeline, and I am here to help you navigate that journey. If you could like, share, and subscribe, comment below, anything you can do. This is a new channel, so I really appreciate the help getting this frequency and these messages out there. All right, I'm just going to tap in and bring a channeled message, and then I'm going to pull some cards, and we'll go wherever the energy takes us. Tapping in now, Spirit, to the collective. Bring this message to anyone who needs to hear it, anyone watching, bring through messages that would resonate with them, that will help them on their journey towards their highest timeline. Remove me. What messages does the collective need in this moment, Spirit? Seeing a river. And it's flowing. It's kind of like in a jungle. You're on a floaty. You are doing a river float. So you're very immersed in your surroundings. You're very present. You're looking up at this jungle. You know, you're in awe. There's like monkeys in the trees and vines hanging. It's very jungle-esque. And you're just like, wow, I can't believe I'm here right now. And you're totally a passenger, right? The river has you. You're floating down. There's nothing that you need to do except for experience the wonder of this jungle. I notice you getting really tired. So tired that you would like to sleep. I even see you like curling up in this tube so that you can sleep. I'm almost getting like you're so used to not taking a moment to relax that when you stepped into this river and onto this float, you know, you enjoyed it for the first couple minutes, but then your body said, well, man, if we don't have any responsibilities right now and we can just float, we need to sleep. We're exhausted. Yeah. If you've finally given yourself time to do something that feels nurturing, that feels relaxing, don't be surprised if you finally let the door open for your exhaustion. How hard you've been running, how hard you've been working, and you need that rest. Let the river take you. Curl up in a ball. And even if you have guilt about like, but we planned this vacation and I'm supposed to be floating down this river, I'm supposed to be enjoying myself, you're going to sleep through the whole thing? Yes, I am. Because I thought I wanted to relax, but I actually need to sleep for a whole freaking week. Yeah, I feel this really strong in my solar plexus. Like your power is being drained from you. Your power is being sucked dry. You're so powerful, but your life force, your energy force, your power, which makes you feel like in control and confident, really show up as your best self, that's being sucked dry from you in some way. So, you know, even if you're not in a job where like you're a nurse and you're literally running around for 12 hours a day and of course you're exhausted. I'm getting this is of course, if you're a nurse, that would make sense. But I'm getting that this is like energetically exhausted. even if you're like, yeah, it's not like maybe you don't think rationally in your brain that you should be exhausted, but there's dynamics about people, relationships, energy sucks, areas where you're abandoning yourself that are pulling your life force out of you. And it's not just like, let's say you had that nursing job and you could show up and you have the energy to do it. But let's say there's dynamics going on at work that are sucking you dry. Like emotional power games or hierarchy that's just things that aren't fair happening. This could be at work, this could be in your home, this could be in your relationships. But there's something that is, I am feeling such a gut punch in my solar plexus right now that it's like, ooh, like somebody just punches you in the stomach. Like, oh, you thought you were just going to wake up and show up and do your thing? Well, do it while you're bent over and holding your stomach, because whatever this dynamic is, this person, it is sucking you dry. And even if you might be like acknowledging this and you're like, I'm going to work in some self-care. I'm going to go get a massage because I really need one. I'm going to go, and Spirit's saying like, honey, you need to go sleep for like 2 weeks. No massage is touching this. Your nervous system needs to know that you're going to prioritize whatever this thing is that is sucking you dry. So Spirit needs you to get away from it. Doesn't necessarily mean file for divorce or quit your job or quit your role at the church or the whatever. Spirit just needs to know that you need to acknowledge, this is sucking me dry. This is taking from me. And I am going to do what I need to do to set up the boundaries and to take the rest. This could be a week off. This could be literally sleeping for a week. This could be standing up for yourself and acknowledge the life force being sucked out of you and fix that, because I'm getting that because your life force is being sucked out of you, you can't even enjoy any other part of your life. So after work or while you're away, let's say you do take space from this situation. Let's say it's a marriage where you're like, I'm just going to go get away for the weekend. Or your work was really tough and you're just going to, or your relationship with your parents is really rough. So like you're going to take some time away. I'm hearing that you can't even relax while you're away because you're still either bringing this forward with you or it exhausted you so much that you don't even have anything left for yourself. You don't even have any life force left. So when you do finally book the river float and you're floating down the river and you're like, wow, this is so nice, you end up curling up in a ball and passing out and not even being able to enjoy it because you don't have enough life force left for you. All right, let's pull some cards. I'm getting the Rider-Waite-Smith tarot deck. This is the original tarot. I'm a big fan of this deck. I feel like always get good readings. I feel like it's a little bit more of a serious deck. So, and this sounds serious. The way my solar plexus feels, I'm like, this is a problem we need to like go to the doctor for. Like, you can't keep ignoring how much this is siphoning from you. It's really siphoning. And it's like, how did I create this? Because we create everything in our lives. Everything's just a mirror. So what I'm getting is you've done enough healing work to manifest something different, to manifest a new dynamic, but you need to acknowledge that you created this. And that's what happens as we do our healing work. things don't get moved out of our way, they just get exposed. And then we get to choose, oh, that's what I've been doing this whole time. Oh, I've been letting that thing suck from me. Oh, I've been abandoning myself. Oh. And then the new you gets to choose if you're going to bring that forward or what to do about that. And you can't ignore it anymore. What else for this collective, Spirit? How can the collective heal this part of their solar plexus? Okay. So the first card that I get out of the deck is the Knight of Pentacles. And what I'm really getting from this is whatever work you've been doing that's been sucking you dry, you did it in good faith. You walked forward like the Knight of Pentacles, who is slow, diligent, methodical. It's like none of this that you've been doing was chicken with the head cut off and I'm just doing this for no reason. But no, you put your like best foot forward. Like you've been working really hard to be a good employee, to be a good PTO mom, to be a good business leader, to be a good entrepreneur, to be a good husband, to be a good wife. Like none of this was done. Like you meant to build this. You thought this was a good path for you, but it's led you to a lot of wounding that you maybe didn't realize that you were bringing into it. So maybe you're like, I'm walking forward and I'm making this, I'm doing good, and this is going to help my stability, and I'm going to be really intentional about it. And you're like realizing like, oh my gosh, this is just like all these other situations I've gotten in myself into. And this is the same pattern. And how many times, this is the Nine of Wands, how many times do I need to learn this lesson? The Nine of Wands is like, you've been through so much shit. And you're kind of looking back, reflecting on like, why? How do I always get into this situation? The answer is you. And Spirit showing you where you continue to run old patterns. But it's like, why does this always happen? I try my hardest. I have good intentions. I put my all on the line. I show up diligently. And again and again and again and again, I find myself in a position where this doesn't work for me. So what I get is that your truth has been exposed to you. You're seeing it really clearly now. Like, I'm done with this shit. And I'm even willing to admit at this point that I created this. And this is no longer aligned with my truth. And I understand that this is a final obstacle. This is a 9 before the 10. And 10 is the completion and the new beginning. This is the last time I'm doing this. I am taking full accountability for the fact that I created this, but I'm done. This truth is rushing in. I can't deny it anymore. And as much as I want to believe, like, I worked hard and I realized that I still brought forth some of my old dynamics. And because you've done this healing, and because this truth is coming in strong, and you're ready to not replay this same wounding story, the Wheel of Fortune's here. So this is divine timing. This is working in your favor. This is literally like you've been through all the depths of poor fortune, bad fortune, and it's now turning now in your favor. Okay, so because of this truth you're getting, this realization, this sucker punch in your stomach that's been there the whole time, but because of your healing work and because of your integration, you cannot deny your body's way of telling you now that this doesn't work for you. So the very first thing that I'm hearing or seeing from Spirit is you need rest. You need to let yourself rest. You might want to rush in and burn it all down and like, I'm quitting this job, or this business isn't for me anymore, or I'm getting a divorce. Take some rest. Take a pause. Do whatever you need to do, whether it's taking time off work, whether it's just avoiding somebody, taking a vacation. And I'm talking really rest. I'm talking make a little nest for you in your house, maybe in a different room than you normally sleep in, and prepare a week of rest. Take some rest. And I can already hear you guys saying, well, it would be nice if I could figure it out. This is life or death, is what I'm hearing. This is a huge moment for you to integrate and to show Spirit, I'm done with it. And I'm willing to let it all go. And I don't want to carry forth all of these patterns that keep creating the same situation. So to prove to you that I'm done, stick a fork in me. I'm going to rest. Surrender. Give it up. Here it is, Spirit. Have it. And in that resting, because it's a new pattern for you and you're not used to resting, you're used to being diligent and walking forward and being purposeful, and you're going to feel bored. You're going to feel like, okay, I'm resting. Okay. Where's the new opportunity? This is a little impatience I'm getting here. I don't want to just rest. I want to be done. I don't want to take a week off. I want to be done. I hear you. Prove it. Take the rest. Show Spirit that you're serious about being done. By pouring into yourself. Not reacting and getting pissed off and burning down the house or jumping off, leaving a relationship, or none of that like, I'm going to protect myself. Screw all you. No. I'm going to get quiet. I'm going to be absent. I'm going to replenish. And that's going to feel really boring to you because you are used to working really hard and diligently and giving your shirt off your back and doing everything right until you can say, this has been so hard. I'm just going to burn it all down and leave it. And then guess what you do? You walk into the next relationship or job and you go, hi, I'm going to be really diligent and really great. Why did this end up being the same? You should be bored with that. You shouldn't be bored with this. So, this is your big lesson.